What's good, YouTube? American RX at it again. Shout out to the subscribers, the viewers. What's good? Yeah, so I'm gonna be building on the um Jacobites. And for the record, I just wanna let the people know that I have a word with Jaguar. And at the time when all that was going on with the other guy, and I was trying to communicate with Jaguar. According to what he was telling me, his phone wasn't working, so that's why things seem so suspect. So, for the record, I want to apologize to Brother Jaguar, but at the same time, actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? Actions speak louder than words. So, I'm man enough to apologize. Okay. I'm still not sure, what his decision is as far as what he's doing. But we already spoke about it, and it is what it is. He's his own man. I'm my own man. We're doing he's doing what he gotta do. I'm doing what I gotta do. That's it. But for the other guy, no mercy for the other guy. All right, so that's it. Let's build, man. Let's go. So I'll pick up where I left off for the Jacobites. And as I said, King James was the one who wrote the charter for the Virginia Company to come over here and colonize these lands. Now, these lands are Indian territory, right? More so the North American area, right? North America area, right? What you call Virginia now. So the Virginia Company is the the first prior to what is now known as United States. So therefore, the Bible is the trust indenture for the United States. So the supreme law of the United States is the Bible. Okay. So the Constitution and the Confederate, the charter for the Confederacy was pretty much written according to the laws of the Bible. All right, so let's get to it. The next monarch was to be James VII. James Stuart was born October 4, 1633 at St. James Palace in London. He was the third son of King Charles I and of his wife Princess Henrietta Maria of France. From his birth, James bore the title Prince of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland. He was also known as Duke of York, right? So when you're talking about the York rite, the Scottish rite, I'm saying this is where it all stem from, all right? Shortly after he was born, James was baptized according to the Anglican rites by William Laud, Archbishop of Canterbury. His godparents were his Aunt Elizabeth, Electress Palatine of the Rhine, Winter Queen of Bohemia. Her son, Charles Louis, Elector Palatine of the Rhine, and Frederick Henry, Prince of Orange. Even at this stage, the House of Orange were playing a part in the history of Scotland. Right, so people need to do your research and see what the House of Orange was. James was named Lord High Admiral of England in 1638 on April 20th, 1642. He became a Knight of the Most Noble Order of Garter. Right, these are Masonic rites, okay? I'm saying, so all your Masonic degrees are based upon this order, you know what I'm saying? And rose to peerage of England with the title of Duke of York on January 27, 1644. James realized that he had to escape from parliamentary forces that would execute his father the following year. For the next 12 years, James lived in exile in France and also spent time in the Low Countries. In 1652, he received a commission in the French army and subsequently served in 4 campaigns under Vicomte de Turenne. On May 10, 1659, James received the additional English title of Earl of Ulster and was then awarded by King Louis the 14th. What's that? The 14th. Yep, 14th. That's Roman. That's Roman numbers. X is 10, I is 1, V is 5, and the I before the 5 subtracts 1. That's the 14th. Yep. France, December 31st, 1660. The title Duke of Normandy. Okay. James wanted to return to England with his brother, King Charles II, and did this in May 25, 1660. On September 3, 1660, at Worcester House, the Strand, London, he married Anne Hyde, daughter of Edward Hyde, Earl of Clarendon. Right, so the word Clarendon, as you know, there's a parish called Clarendon. So these people carry their names over here, and wherever they occupy, they rename it after themselves. All right, because there's a Clarendon on the island, right? And of his wife, Frances Aylesbury. Only 2 daughters from their 8 children survive until adulthood. Charles, Duke of Cambridge, 1660 to 1661, Mary, 1662 to 1694, married Prince William III of Orange, stadtholder of United Provinces of Netherlands. James, Duke Cambridge, and married Prince George of Denmark. So you see how they share their power. The Europe itself is like a monarch, the whole Europe, because all they did was join the different family or the different bloodlines, and they become one. This is how they gain power over a large area. So if the king from, say, England married a queen from Denmark, they would join forces and become one under one monarch, you know what I'm saying? So this is how they take over a lot of times. So I'm saying, if you have French taking over, say, Haiti, and you have the Spanish taking over, say, Jamaica or Cuba, the French and the Spanish, they are allied, you know what I'm saying? They are here on the same quest, the same mission, right? To just conquer, take resources, and colonize, right? Catholic Church tried to get the monarch to convert to their religion, and they achieved their objective. Listen, the Catholic Church tried to get the monarch to convert, as before they were remember I told you that the King James didn't like the Catholic faith, all right? So now they're converting to Catholicism, right? Catholic Church they're trying to convert. Catholic Church tried to get the monarch to convert to their religion, and they achieved their objective. Well, they did convert. In 1670, both James and his wife Anne were reconciled to the religion. No public announcement of this decision was made, but both ceased to attend Anglican religious services. Okay, so they were Anglican, then they become Catholic. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing, man. It's politics, all right? James' wife Anne died at St. James Palace, London, March 31st, 1671. The Test Act was introduced in 1673. This act required the holders of all public office to receive a communion according to the rites of the Church of England, and to take an oath against the Catholic belief in substantiation, right? So I'm just connecting the dots, right? From where the whole colonial, mindset, where it stemmed from, all right? And how it got over to this side. And as you know, King James was the author of the version of the King James Bible, okay? So as a king, he ordered the colonization of the Americas, right? But there were others before him that, did the same. All right. He just was a part. He was just, next in line. You know what I'm saying? On September 20th, 1673, at the Ducal Palace, Medina James was married by proxy to Princess Maria of Modena, daughter of Alfonso IV, Duke of Modena, and of his wife Laura Martinazzi. The couple renewed their vows in person at Dover, Kent, November 21st, 1673. The couple had 12 children, of whom 2 survived adulthood. Wow, so 10 of them died, right? That's crazy. Stillborn. So most of them were stillborns. Because of James' conversion to the Catholic faith, listen, this is the Catholic faith. So King James converted to Catholicism, right? So he's under the jurisdiction of the Vatican. 3 attempts were made in Parliament to exclude him from the succession to the throne. None of these was successful. At the death of his brother Charles II, February 6, 1685, James succeeded as king. He was crowned privately according to the rites of the Catholic Church, April 22, 1685 at Whitehall Palace, and publicly according to the rites of Church of England, April 23, 1685 at Westminster Abbey. Always an advocate of liberty and conscience, James published a Declaration of Toleration of Scotland. February 12, 1687, he issued an even more liberal Declaration of Indulgence for England. April 4, 1687, he reissued April 27, 1688 with an order that it be read in all churches. 7 bishops petitioned against this order. On June 30, 1688, 5 English peers and 2 commoners known as the Immortal Seven sent an invitation to James' son-in-law and nephew, the Prince of Orange, to invade England by force. On September 28, James published a proclamation against forthcoming invasion. The Prince of Orange issued several declarations, September 30, October 10, October 24, in each of which he stated his intention to restore the former state of religious oppression. On November 5, the Prince of Orange landed at Brixham. He came ashore from the ship Brill, carried aloft by a local fisherman, Peter Varwell, proclaimed the liberties of England and Protestant religion I will maintain. William had come ashore with 15,500 soldiers and up to 4,000 horses. On December 11, James withdrew from London with the intention of retiring temporarily to France. This first effort was thwarted, but a second on December 23rd was successful. A convention of the Lords, spiritual and temporal and commons thereupon assembled at Westminster, and on February 13, 1689, published a declaration that James had abdicated the government. On April 11, 1689, a convention of the Scottish Estates made a clear declaration. So these are our declarations that they keep making, and the same way they make declarations, you can as well, our proclamations. All right. James retired to France, where he lived at Chateau of Germain-en-Laye. He continued to be recognized as king by Louis XIV of France until the Treaty of Ryswick in 1697. On June 8, 1697, James published a protest against this treaty. William, Prince of Orange, was then to come to the throne. He became William III and ruled with his wife Mary. All right, so this is how they, take over thrones and all that stuff. All right, their religious system. Prince James Francis Edward Stuart, or Stuart, right, was a claimant of the thrones of Scotland and England, January 1st, 1766, and is commonly referred to as the Old Pretender. His Jacobite supporters refer to him as James III of England and the 8th of Scotland. James' personality was such that he had little to say for himself, but he still made a huge impact on the history of this country. James was born on June 10, 1688 at St. James Palace, From the moment of his birth, was intrigue